Hi, Fair. How are you? How was your day? How are you feeling today?
Hi, teacher. It was
Hi.
a, it was a great day, I think. Thank you. Are you?
It was a good. Sorry, I didn't. Do you say
Yeah.
good? Oh, great to hear. Great to hear, Fair. Also a good day. All good here. Thank you for
Great.
asking. So, as I told you through WhatsApp, in today's class, we're going to finish what we were seeing yesterday and then do our usual exercises. Now, I want to ask you, do you mind if we wait just, let's say, 3 more minutes to see if anyone else joins us?
Yeah, of course.
Awesome. So let's wait just 3 more minutes and then we'll begin. In the meantime, I'm going to share my screen
Yep.
for yesterday's presentation. There we go.
Yes.
And I'm also sending the link. Hi, Emily. How are you? How was your day? How are you feeling today?
Hi, teacher. I'm fine, thank you.
Good to hear, Emily. We're going to review, I'm sorry, we're going to finish yesterday presentation. We're waiting just 2 more minutes to see if anyone else joins us. In the meantime, please join.
Okay, teacher.
Okay, so it's been already that the 2 minutes have already passed. So I think we can begin. Now, do you remember what are the models of deduction and of possibility, probability, or impossibility? What we were seeing yesterday. What were they?
So.
So, don't worry, don't worry. Does anyone remember how we say them in Spanish? What are these in Spanish?
Modales de deducción, posibilidad o probabilidad.
Oh, yes, yes, exactly. But what are the words we use? Anyone
Puede.
remembers? Puede, exactly. Puede que. That one is for possibility. Another one?
Puede ser.
Puede ser, perfectísimo. And for deduction? Anyone remembers what the one for deduction was? The one that has two different translations, la que tiene dos interpretaciones diferentes, la literal y la que es un poquito más familiar a nosotros en México. Which one was that?
¿De seguro?
Exactly. De seguro o debe ser. Right? That's a literal interpretation. Él debe ser doctor. ¿Por qué? Porque se viste con una bata. He must be a doctor. But what's the one we most commonly use? ¿Cuál es la que más utilizamos normalmente o que yo más personalmente he escuchado más? De seguro. De seguro es doctor. ¿Por qué? Porque usa una bata. Exact same meaning, exact same information. Look at it that way. Veanlo de esa forma. They are the exact same thing. They are basically synonyms. So, we're going to pick up from where we left off yesterday, which was on the second half. We finished these ones. Well, let's do a review. Quick little recap of the ones we saw yesterday. Remember, what we're talking right now, de lo que estábamos hablando ahorita. Deductions. De seguro es, he must be. Remember this one. He must be a scientist. They must be doing something. So, keep that in mind. De seguro. We have this one. He can be dressed. What is that one in Spanish? He can be dressed like that for a costumes party.
¿Puede estar?
Exactly. Puede estar o puede que esté. Both are correct, both are correct. Puede que esté vestido así para una fiesta de disfraces. Puede que. That's the difference. Right here is possibilities. 50-50. We aren't completely sure. He might be. Is it the same as maybe? Might and may, are they the same thing?
Yes.
Yeah, 100%. They are the exact same thing. May, might, they are just synonyms. Synonymous. That's it. We can both use them in the exact same way. He might be a lab assistant. Puede que sea un asistente de laboratorio. He may be a lab assistant. Puede que sea un asistente de laboratorio. Exact same meaning. So keep that in mind. And remember, if we're 50-50 about someone not being that, we are the not, as always. Now we have the improbabilities or impossibilities. He can't be. What is this one? In Spanish. He can't be a bodybuilder.
¿Él no puede?
Exactly. No puede ser un físico-culturista. Why? Because he doesn't look like one. We are pretty sure that he isn't something. Exact opposite from must. It doesn't, there we go. The exact opposite from must. Lo contrario. Polar opposites. Here, we're pretty sure they are. Estamos bastante seguros de que sí lo son. 90-99%. Seguros de que sí. 90-99% seguros de que no. So, keep these two in mind. Now, we've already done the other exercises right here. The structures. tiny thing to remember. Must and the verb in the present tense whenever we're talking in the present tense, in the base form. Sorry. So, tiny little thing to keep in mind. What we saw yesterday, again, with may or might or can, all of these are synonyms, remember that? And remember, 50-50. He might be or he may not be. We aren't sure. And then right here, the impossibilities. Can't. Something to keep in mind. Do you have any questions about what we saw yesterday?
Yes, I can't. The when we talk about we might and may not.
With my and might? I don't know. I don't understand.
Yeah, that's that word or two words that I can understand. Right.
Oh, yeah.
Well.
So may, might, and can, all of these refer to the exact same thing. Puede. He might be, I'm sorry, he might be, let's say, he might be a doctor. Why are we saying that? Because he's wearing a tunic. I don't know. No, está usando una bata, a robe. Sorry. He's using a robe. Está usando una bata. So, he might. Él puede ser un doctor. No estamos completamente seguros, pero puede ser un doctor. He might be a doctor. He may be a doctor. Puede ser un doctor. He can be a doctor. Puede ser un doctor. All of these three, exact same meaning. I don't know. All good?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, but then it doesn't matter if the context.
No. No, with these ones, we can use them interchangeably. Se pueden utilizar de forma intercambiable.
Okay.
Since they are the same thing, we can use them as backups mostly. For example, in your writing, if you write a sentence with may, he may be a doctor, but he might be something else. You're doing a bit of a variety. Mostly we use them that way. La mayor parte del tiempo las vamos a utilizar de esa forma. Variedad. Utilizamos una vez, utilizamos otra vez más, can, but they are the exact same thing within this context. When we're talking about probabilities. Puede que sea, you can use them interchangeably. But remember, actually, let's do that little good thing you asked. Just to clarify a tiny little something with can. Remember, he can be a doctor, comma, he's using a robe. He actually, let's just copy and paste to make this a bit bigger. Can be a doctor and, okay. He might be a doctor. He's using a robe, and he may be a doctor. He's using a robe. Now, within context, we're doing here a probability. We're saying a probability. We're saying a possibility. Estamos hablando de probabilidades, posibilidades. Puede que sea un doctor. Puede que sea un doctor y puede que sea un doctor. Now, with can, specifically, within this context, 100%, this is the meaning. But this is the only one that might change with the context. Esa es la que puede cambiar con el contexto. ¿Por qué? Because can on its own is a modal verb, a very, very common modal verb. So, if we remove the context, si le quitamos el contexto a este en particular, las otras dos, en cualquier contexto, probabilidad, posibilidad. But, if we remove right here the context, the meaning is different. What we're trying to say is different. Lo que se infiere es diferente. Why? Because if we say he can be a doctor, decimos que él puede ser un doctor. What's the difference there? We're saying that this child can be a doctor. Este niño tiene la posibilidad de convertirse en un doctor. For example, we're saying that he can or cannot be. No estamos diciendo que podría o no podría ser. Right here we're saying an ability. Aquí estamos utilizando el can como habilidad. Que puede llegar a ser, si se esmera, si se esfuerza, puede llegar a ser un doctor. O puede dunk a basketball. Puede encestar la pelota. ¿No?
Mhm.
Right here, this is about abilities. If we add the context, that is going to change. Si le agregamos contexto, va a cambiar. Y eso solamente aplica con can. If we don't have any other context, if we aren't talking about probabilities or possibilities, this can take it as an ability. Tómenlo como una pequeña habilidad. The other two, there's no issue. Both of these
Yeah.
always function as a probability. Estas dos siempre de lo siempre probabilidad. Puede ser, puede que no. Can be an ability. So keep that in mind. Tengan esa pequeña cosita en mente. Gracias por hacérmelo notar. Fair.
Yeah, okay.
Tiny little thing for you to keep in mind. Para que tengan en mente a consideración whenever we're seeing this. And particularly whenever you see can.
Okay. Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome, you're welcome. So, we've already done these tiny little exercises. Let's move on to this, what I told you yesterday. We're going to see it in the past. We just saw it in the present tense. Lo acabamos de ver en el tiempo presente. So, how do we use it in the past? There are specific phrases that we can use to talk about deduction, possibility, and probability in the past. So, Emily, could you help me reading this slide?
Yes. Now, imagine this photo is from 30 years ago. He must have been trying to jumpstart something. From the books of it, he must have been a scientist. He can have been dressed like that for a costumes party. He can have been a bodybuilder because he was very thin.
Sorry. My mic was muted. Yes. It was thin. I don't know why you can't see the bottom part. But excellent job. Thank you. Now, you can see that whenever we're trying to do a deduction from the past, del pasado, we add this. He must have been. Now, this phrase is extremely common, but as always, the most common way we're going to see it, la forma más común en la que la vamos a ver, must have. What is this? Shortened version for this. That's it. Exact same meaning, both are grammatically correct. Ambas gramaticalmente correctas. Just keep in mind that this is the most common one. Why? Because it's shorter. ¿Por qué es la más común? Porque es más corta. That's it. That's all that matters for most people. If it's shorter, they are going to use it. And this is the most common version of this. He must have been trying to jumpstart something. What could this be in Spanish? If we're talking about a deduction, and if we know de seguro es in the present tense. Right here in the past tense, what could this mean?
De seguro era.
Exactly. De seguro era. Or, if we go with the literal translation, if we know that in Spanish it was debe ser.
Debió ser.
Exactly. 100% correct. So, try to keep this in mind. Tengan eso en mente. Whenever we are doing a deduction on the past or in the past or about the past, must have been. That's it. Now, I added these ones here. I don't know why. It should have been on the next slide. But remember, this is, again, probability. He can have been dressed like that for a customs party. He can. He could have. Sorry. This one is wrong. He could have been. My apologies. There we go. He could have been. Remember, again, same exact issue happens here. El mismo aspecto funciona por acá. Shortened version, most common one. La más común. Could have been. And that's it. He could have been dressed like that for a costumes party. Could have. The past version of can. And what is this in Spanish? Sorry. If he can be dressed like that for Halloween, it means in Spanish, él se vistió o de, whoa, sorry. If we say in Spanish, he can be dressed like that for a costume party, decimos que puede haberse vestido así para una fiesta de disfraces. Could have
No
been.
pudo.
Exactly. Pudo. In the past. I said it when I was doing the present tense. Pudo haberse vestido así. In the past tense. That's it. That's all you need to do. It's more difficult in English, or it has more changes in the English language than in Spanish. In Spanish, we simply change the tense. One word. Right here, could have been. In Spanish, pudo instead of puede. Tiny little thing. So let's move on to the next one. One second. There we go. Right here. Please, Fair, could you help me reading this one?
Yes. Past modals. We use must have plus verb in past participle to make deductions about something that already passed, happened. And we use may, might plus verb in past participle to express a possibility or probability about something that already passed or happened. And we use verb in past participle to express something was not possible about something that already passed or happened.
Excellent, John. Sorry. I don't know what happened here. It's good. Sorry. Good, and right here, exact same word. Good. Or couldn't, sorry. Yes, couldn't. There we go. Slight little differences. We use must have plus a verb in past participle. Remember, past participle have plus the verb in past participle for. Tiny little thing to remember. Recuerden con eso. Have plus past participle. Those are the only things that we add. Lo único que le agregamos. Have y verbo en past participle. Tiny little thing. Then we can use could, may, or might with the verb in past participle. For example, one second. There we go. Remember, this is only whenever we're talking about the modal verb. Cuando estamos hablando del modal, for example, can you give me a probability, a sentence with a probability, please, Emily? In the past.
He could have
Mm-hmm.
being a good student.
Exactly. Good student. Fair, could you help me giving the context for that sentence?
It could be a good student. Because he always how to use that card.
We could say
He always have because he always have a great
had high, vamos a decir.
Yeah.
High grade.
Esto me
Excellent. Because he always had high grades. Remember, this is how we talk about calificaciones altas. So, high grade. So, because of this, we can know that he could have been a good student. Pudo haber sido un buen estudiante. So, tiny little thing to keep in mind. Give me just 1 second. Let me see if, yes. Tiny little thing to keep in mind. Now, it's already 7:30, and we still have some more to see. So, we're going to leave this up to here. Vamos a dejar esta pequeña partecita hasta aquí. Why? Because there are some more exercises and something a bit more in depth that I like to go into. Hay algo que me gustaría ir un poquito más a fondo, but we can do that on the next class on Monday. So, on Monday, we're going to continue this tiny little explanation and add some other phrases or words to talk about possibilities and deductions in the past and in the present tense, because those are the ones that are going to be on your exams. So, give me just one second. Overall, I want to ask, do you have any questions about how we can make them in the past tense from the few sentences we've seen?
For example, we cannot use if in those types of sentence, right? Because if you use if, it will be a conditional.
We can use them, but it will change the meaning. For example, if we go with the one you said, which was he
could have been a good student.
He could have been a good student if he got good grades. Essentially, you're saying the same thing, but with the conditional, it changes the significance or what the other person gets from what you're saying. You aren't saying it in the way that you're saying 50-50. He could have been or he could not have been. If we add the conditional, we're saying that él pudo haber sido esto. ¿Con qué? No estamos utilizando el de probabilidad, estamos utilizando la versión de habilidad en este caso. In this instance, he could have been, él pudo haber sido esto si no hubiera pasado esto, o si no hubiera hecho esto, o si hubiera hecho esto. So, right there, we aren't using it as a probability, we're saying it as a conditional. Yeah, so the meaning changes slightly. We can use can and we can use could in the third conditional or any conditional, basically. Well, I'm sorry, on the second and third conditional, but the meaning changes. It isn't 50-50. That we, in that instance, we use it as an ability. Tiny little thing, tiny little change, but overall, practically the exact same information, but presented in a different way. Básicamente la misma información, pero presentada de forma diferente. En este caso estamos diciendo que pudo haber sido un estudiante, bueno, un buen estudiante porque se veía que le echaba ganas. 50-50. ¿Pudo haberlo sido? Pudo no haberlo sido. If we use the conditional, si utilizamos el condicional, he could have been a good student if he didn't fail his exams. Ahí lo estamos utilizando como habilidad. ¿Por qué? Porque estamos diciendo, él pudo haber sido un buen estudiante si no hubiera reprobado los exámenes. So it isn't as a probability, we're using it as an ability. En ese caso ya se utiliza como habilidad. So tiny little contextual change. Un pequeño cambio contextual.
Oh, okay, teacher. Thank you.
You're welcome. Any other questions? Comments?
No, teacher, thank you.
No? Awesome. So, I think we can move on to our Speaking Friday exercises. So, give me just One second while I share my screen. One second. Sorry. It's loading. It's just taking a bit. In the meantime, I'm sending you the link through chat.
It's another link or it's the same? Yeah, I see.
Oh, no, another
Yeah,
one.
Jackbox. Yeah.
Yes, please. There we go. So please join. This is the code KD8J. So join. There we go. So you might be familiar with this one. I don't know if you were here on the previous class, but this is the one where we're going to write the answers ourselves to trivia and get other people to vote on it. Normally I will play, but since there are only three of us, I think we can do it all together. So let's begin.
Welcome to Fibbage. I'm Cookie, and I hope you're ready to get devious. 3 players. The fabled Fibbage triumvirate. Yes, the master will approve. And anybody watching can join the audience anytime. You can vote on decoy answers to trip up the players, and you get to take a shot at guessing the truth. Let's play. This is round 1. You'll get 500 points for everyone you fool, and you'll get a cool 1,000 for finding the truth.
So remember, you're going to have to answer the questions with your own devices. So let's begin. Oh, it doesn't. There we go.
Okay, pick a category. First question. In the German town of Lenggries, more than 100 men gathered to compete in the annual Blank Wrestling Championship. Now, enter a bluff on your device that sounds real enough to fool the other players. If you can't think of something, press the Lie For Me button for half the points. Do it now. Hurry, hit the Lie For Me button if you can't think of something.
There we go.
Okay,
I was
those are the
about to.
choices. Touch the truth on your device now.
Remember, if you have any questions about any words, you can ask me.
All right, who picked what?
Oh no, Emily, very, very good. Sorry, Emily.
Well, so much for that one.
Oh,
It's like over the top, but just the tips.
so tell you the thing. Remember, if you don't know the meaning of any words, you can always ask me. So tiny little thing.
Sit tight a sec, I gotta check my feed. Celebrity tweet. Tito Jackson tweeted a picture of himself with employees at Whataburger and included the hashtag blank. Type in your lies now. Hurry, use the Lie For Me button if you're stuck. Okay, seek the truth. All right, let's see what everybody picked.
Oh, sorry, Emily. Oh my God, the same way.
Not your finest effort. It's always Tito time.
So, Emily, choose a category.
Any category. Okay, here's your question. There's a Marvel Comics villain who wears clothes from the 1900s and rides a flying tandem bicycle with a similarly dressed female mannequin. His name, of course, is blank. Write your lies now. Finish quick, or just hit the Lie For Me button.
So, 10 extra seconds. Five, four, three, two, one. There we go.
Okay, where's the truth? All right, let's see what you guys picked.
Oh, no. Sorry again, Emily. Oh my God, if it's very
There
good
you
job,
almost
Emily.
did. In Brooklyn, he blends right in. This is round 2, which means all point values are doubled.
So,
Time to pick a
fair,
category.
fair, pick a category.
All right, here it is. Peter Kazimir, financial minister of Slovakia, had an odd way of describing the social unrest sweeping Europe. He called it a blank of evil. Enter your lies now. Hurry up.
Remember all? Oh, excellent, excellent.
Okay, which one's the truth?
Choose an answer, choose an answer. Around 3 seconds left. There we go.
Let's see what everybody selected.
Oh no, I keep falling for yours, Emily. Very, very good, fair, excellent, excellent. Very good job, fair.
Casimir then went on to say how much he hates Mondays. Wait a minute, I'm thinking of Garfield.
My first.
I haven't gotten one, don't worry, don't worry. Oh, I choose.
All right, choose a category. Okay, focus up. Rachel Ward and Terry O'Quinn starred in the 1997 Lifetime movie My Blank, My Lover. Okay, enter your lies.
There we go, let's see the team.
All right, where's the truth? Let's see how things shook out.
Oh, sorry, sorry. That was mine. Oh,
Hey,
What?
that must make for an awkward Thanksgiving.
Emily,
Select
choose
a
a category.
Here's a question for you. Entrepreneur Leo DeWatts has made a hefty sum selling $115 bottles of blank to China. All right, type in your lies. Hurry, use the lie for me button if you're stuck.
So, 10 extra seconds. Four, three, two, one. Let's see.
Okay, find the truth.
Time is almost up. Okay, awesome, awesome. Let's see.
Okay, what did everyone pick?
Very, very, very good. Oh, again. Excellent job, Per.
Ah, you can really smell the terrible food being cooked. Welcome to the final fibbage. It's your last chance at points, and it's worth triple. Don't blow it. If you love ice cream, do not order the sundae in South Korea. It's cow or pig intestines filled with blank and blank. Type in your lies now. Finish quick, or just hit the lie for me button.
So 10 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent.
All right, pick the truth. And what did people pick?
Oh, sorry, Emily. Oh, very good. And let's see. Oh, I didn't see that one coming. Oh, sorry. You did amazing. Excellent job, Per. You got 5 likes throughout the entire round. So, very good, everyone. We don't have enough time to do another one, but how did you feel this one?
This one was pretty funny.
Yeah. What about you, Per?
But
Oh, you didn't like this one?
yeah, I love it really, but I think I had a lot of mistakes.
Oh, don't worry. You got more correct.
I fall totally in the answers in
Yeah,
your lies.
yeah, sorry. Yeah, we kept falling into Emily's lies
Yeah.
constantly. So excellent job, both of you. So there are only 5 minutes left, which means we don't have enough time for another one. But before we leave, I do want to tell you something that is a bit hush hush. That means it isn't completely true or not. I'm not entirely sure. They're still figuring it out on the head office. But I just wanted to let you know, to give you some peace of mind, that it's probably going to be the entire week for summer break. Not only those 3 days, we'll see. So I just wanted to let you know, it might be the entire week of the first week of August. So I'll see. I'll let you know whenever they tell me anything. But I just wanted to let you know because you asked yesterday. So tiny little thing. It might be the entire week. We'll see. If not, I'll be a bit more lenient with dismissals that week. En esa semana va a ser un poquito más. No se preocupen tanto por las asistencias. There isn't an issue with me. Just remember to check out the recordings if there are classes. If you can't make it to the class. Tiny little thing. Before we go, I want to ask, do you have any questions about what we've seen so far?
No, teacher.
No. Awesome. So if you don't have any questions, any comments, I think we can leave it up to here. So rest a lot, Fair, rest a lot, Emily. And yeah, have a great weekend. And I'll see you on Monday. So goodbye, everyone. Have a great night and
Goodbye.
have a great
Take care.
Thank you,
Thank you,
teacher.
Yvette. Bye.
Bye.
weekend. Bye,
Bye,
everybody.
Emily.